For one sample of water, we drop about 0.5 cc's onto each 50 petri dishes.
Who is Masaru Emoto? He is a primary advocate of the claim that water is inherently deeply connected to our consciousness. Sounds a lot like homeopathy to me. Has authored a whole selection of books including Messages in Water, of which there are 3 volumes, The Hidden Messages in Water, The True Power of Water, and The Secret Life of Water. The site lists him as having sold millions of copies of said books, thereby setting him up as the subject for an appeal to popularity. He received his doctorate, if you could call it that, as a Doctor of Alternative Medicine, has published his findings in the Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine, which as you might guess is not a scientific peer-reviewed journal and therefore not subject to the rigorous testing methods used by the scientific community. All I will say about Mr. Emoto is this. If his findings had any evidential and factual basis, it would have long ago been accepted into the mainstream scientific community and developed there, because that is how true scientific inquiry works.
Then we take those 50 petri dishes and freeze them in a freezer at minus 25 degrees Celsius for about 3 hours. We take those frozen samples into a refrigerator that is set at minus 5 degrees Celsius, where a microscope with a camera is set up. There we take photographs of each of the 50 water drops individually. We first take photographs of water that we did not put any information in. Then we take the water with information and do the same procedure just described.
What information is Mr. Emoto referring to here? This information needs to be elaborated on if anyone is going to seriously consider the claim is being made.
We take those before and after photographs and compare the differences. When we projected the feeling of love and thanks to water, they made the most beautiful crystal. When we projected the feeling of love and thanks to water, they made the most beautiful crystal.
When we projected the feeling of love and thanks to water, they made the most beautiful crystal.
This first picture is a picture of water from the Fujiwara Dam. And this picture is the same water after receiving a blessing from a Zen Buddhist monk.
After receiving a blessing from a Zen Buddhist monk.
Now, in this next series of pictures, Mr. Emoto printed out words, taped them to bottles of distilled water, and let them out overnight. This first photograph is a picture of the pure distilled water, just the essence of itself. These subsequent photographs, as you can see, are each different. This is the chi of love. And we move along here to thank you. And you can see where he taped that to this bottle here. But if you read Japanese, you already knew that. Now, Mr. Emoto speaks of the thought or intent being the driving force in all of this.